Greetings, everybody. This is Leviathan here, and today we're talking Diablo 3 cosmetics. So, BlizzConline just occurred this past weekend, and one of the things that we were covering prior to BlizzConline was some of the in-game goodies that would be coming to Diablo 3. We knew that from the Celebration Collection, which was available for pre-order, or just order in general, prior to BlizzConline. There were some Diablo 3 things, but they didn't show us. And this whole Celebration Collection is around the 30th anniversary of Blizzard Entertainment being in existence. Pretty cool. But we were all in the Diablo community like, hey, how come we can't see our stuff? What's going on? Is it not done? Is there a surprise? And turns out there was a surprise. So as you may know from now, BlizzConline brought Diablo II Resurrected to life. It is confirmed after so many years of rumors in the making. We now know for certain that Diablo 2 Resurrected is coming. It is a remastered version of Diablo 2, bringing essentially everything back that you knew and some nice quality of life updates as well. I will cover that in a future video, so keep your eyes peeled to the channel for that. Subscribe so you don't miss it. However, today's video, the scope is just to show you, in case you're on the fence or you haven't decided if you want to purchase these things yet, what exactly the cosmetics look like, and also go through the process of how to obtain them. So as you can see on screen, I've got the full kit of what you get from the Celebration Collection. There are a couple levels to it. I have discussed that in a previous video. I'll put links to all sorts of useful things in the video description. So if you want a walkthrough of how to do all this and what sites to go to, it'll all be there as resources. But the most top tier of the Celebration Collection is the Epic package, and that'll get you everything here. So the wings, the pet, and this transmog as well. The wings are pretty darn cool. I'm a big fan of them. We can also show you what it looks like just in-game when you're running around. Got the pet hanging out with us, the Dark Murglrrr. So you can see all of this is around the Dark Wanderer, which if you're familiar with D2, you'll understand who that is. If not, you'll be figuring it out very soon when you do get to play Diablo 2 Resurrected sometime in 2021, as we learned from BlizzConline. But it's definitely a very cool pet. I like it because it's very comedic. It's like trying to figure out what to do with the Soul Stone. And the wings are very solid. The transmog itself is great. For those of you that do get them, you should know where to go to equip them. On wings, it's actually just the top one here, Terror Unleashed. For the pets, it is in the second row here, Dark Murglrrr. And then for the transmog, it's a little more difficult to find. But you do go to the lovely Mystic here. And then, for instance, the headpiece, which is like one of the coolest ones. You have to kind of scroll down a bit in your list, and it's going to be in the legendary section. And then all of the ones that are attached to this Dark Wanderer transmog are labeled Wanderer's such and such. So in case for the helm, Wanderer's cowl, so on and so forth. The helm, of course, is the coolest part because it's like the iconic Diablo 2 skull from the cover, you know? Very, very, very cool. And I've dyed this stuff red to give it a little more of that Diablo love. So that's what that is for the Celebration Collection. And there is another layer to this where you can actually get additional cosmetics if you pre-purchase the Diablo 2 Resurrected game. So for this one, we've got Hatred's Grasp for wings and Mephisto himself as a pet. So these are Mephisto-based items because he is the Lord of Hatred. And that's another tie-in to Diablo 2, just celebrating the fact that Diablo 2 Resurrected is a thing. Can show you what these look like in game as well. So you can see the wings. They actually are pretty funny. There's some nice comedic elements to these, which I think is really great for whoever animated them. The wings will eventually scratch your back. Mephisto's like trying to be the bad version of himself, but he's kind of a baby in this one. He's a little younger, doesn't quite have his powers figured out yet. So I think it's really cool. You see it's doing the back scratch thing. He's like trying to cast something. He's like, why won't my hands work? What do I do with my hands? It's really great stuff. So I just wanted to show you what it all looked like in game. It's pretty cool, so you can see it all animated and everything like that. And then if we take some time here to give some credit. So for those of you that don't pay a lot of attention to like employee hirings and movings around and such, you may not understand what happened here, but Vayflare actually used to be one of the Diablo community managers many years ago. And then they whittled that down to really just having 1 to 2 community managers at some points in Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls timeline. But now Vayflare actually is back with Diablo as of sometime last year or so, I believe. So they actually expanded the Diablo 3 team in particular. And she's been working on all sorts of art and imagery and things for the game. this is one of the products of her work. So it's actually really great to see this come to life. I'm sure for her, a bit of a crowning achievement, because I know she's been wanting to do a lot of art stuff. So if you appreciate these cosmetics, if you like them, you should just go and give her a follow, give her a, hey, this is awesome. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear it. You can see some of the pictures she took of this stuff too, some of the captures. I'm glad they used a Demon Hunter for all this, by the way. Very nice touch. But yeah, so that's, you know, just a little shout out to the artist. I like to do that every now and again. So for the details, like I was mentioning before, let me walk you through some of the complications here, because it's not very clear at first glance. But I promise you, maybe by the end of this, it'll be a little easier to understand. So let's break down the packages. For Diablo II Resurrected, the game itself, nothing else, you would go Diablo II Resurrected, $40. If you don't own Diablo 3 yet, then the sweet package for you here would be to pick up the Primeval collection, because it gets you Diablo 2 Resurrected, Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, the Necromancer class and all the stuff that comes with that, like extra stash tabs, extra character slots, pets, wings, so on and so forth, and the cosmetics. If you don't have Diablo 2 Resurrected, but you want it, but you do have Diablo 3, then there's the upgrade package, and that's the $50 price point. That's what I have to get, because I already own the game. I don't want to buy the game again. So I want Diablo 2 Resurrected, and I might as well go for the cosmetics, because that's pretty cool to me. So I'll do that. And in fact, I did, because you see that I have them in game. So this would be the package for those of us that have already been playing a lot of Diablo 3. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll move on to the Celebration collections, which again I mentioned I did touch in previous videos. But we now also have the information for the consoles, because prior to BlizzConline, we didn't really know. They were like, this is the PC version right now, more information coming for consoles. So if you are on consoles, you can come and take care of that here for whichever one you play on. It'll allow you to get some of the Celebration collection stuff going. And one of the also reveals that happened at BlizzConline was that they were bringing back the Blizzard arcade of some of their really old games, like Lost Vikings, Blackthorn, another one as well too, that's probably like listed somewhere in here and I'm just like forgetting about it. But in any case, if you're interested in those games, they are available, so it's pretty cool. But that's how you do it for the console. And then just in general, like I mentioned, the collection does have these different levels to it: Essentials, Heroic, and Epic Pack. And again, the Epic Pack is what gets you everything. But if you are in like some of these intermediate ones, then you may only get just the wings, or the wings and the pet. It actually breaks it down for you here. So, oh lordy, this is like how to figure this out. Right, so the pet is what's available at the lowest level. And then if you go up to Heroic, you get the pet and the wings, as you can see here. I don't know why they didn't put these closer together. And apparently there's a portrait as well. I don't think I've seen that yet. Maybe I missed it. And then last but not least, if you go for the full package, Epic, then you get the transmog set as well. So I wasn't actually planning to show all this in this video, but we did on the fly. We did live. So there it is. I want to hear from you guys. Do you like the cosmetics? Do you think these are pretty solid additions to our already pretty big slate of pets, wings, etc.? Are you a cosmetic collector? Do you have them all? I want to hear from people that like have stayed true to getting every single thing, because that's pretty impressive to me. Yeah, we'll be back with more videos. Thank you for watching this one. There's going to be plenty on the channel between BlizzConline post coverage, PTR, which we just talked about yesterday. So if you missed that, pretty exciting news coming, big updates to Diablo 3. Lots of things just in general that I'm very excited to share with you all. So until next time, thank you again for watching this, and adios for now.